Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. My dear brothers and sisters, in this video class we are going to talk about section 2 of the first lesson, My Steps. It was an autobiography of the famous cricketer Sunil Gavaskar. Actually, in the first section, we had seen the story of how he was born. In the second section, we are going to see how he started his cricketing career in his childhood days onwards, and who are all the people helped him to develop himself to be a great cricketer. So, we go into the topic. Yes, let's go. So, he's telling about myself. My refers to whom? Sunil Gavaskar. My most vivid recollection of my childhood playing days is the time I almost broke my mother's nose. So, what is the most memorable day of his childhood cricketing days? It was the day when he broke his mother's nose. So, how he did? She used to bowl to me in the small gallery of our house. So, gallery means a room where pictures will be held. So there will be the small gallery in his house. So what she will used to do, what is used to do means habitual action. So daily she will used to bowl to him. In which room? In the gallery room, where he played our daily match with tennis ball. So with what ball he played cricket initially in childhood times? In tennis ball only. In the gallery he played cricket with his mother. His mother used to bowl and he used to bat. Okay, the ball is used to was tennis ball. Since the area was small, she would kneel to bowl. You know what is meaning of the word kneel? We had already seen the vocabulary. So the area is very very small, so she can't stand. That's why she is putting the kneel down and bowling, or rather the lob the ball to me. So what is lob? Throwing the ball. So rather throwing the ball to him, she is kneeling and she is simply rolling the ball. Okay, I hit one straight back. So you know what is the meaning of the word straight back? Straight back means hitting the ball straight to the bowler. So I hit means what? The Sunil Gavaskar hit on straight back and caught her bang on the nose. What is a bang? Hit or slammed. So unexpectedly he hit on straight bang and it was caught her bang. It hit the nose, which started bleeding. So soon she started bleeding the blood. Although it was tennis ball. So you see tennis ball it's not too hard. Okay, we can easy, it is very easy for tennis ball to even to compress. But even though it's tennis ball, the distance between the Sunil Gavaskar and his mother is very very short. The distance between two of us was very short, which accounts for the force with which ball hit her. That's why the force is more, because the distance is so short. I was frightened. So soon the Sunil Gavaskar got fear, but she shrugged it off. What is shrugged it? So without carrying that bleeding, she simply raised her shoulders. That is called a shrugged it off. Washed her face. Okay, so washed her face, and as the bleeding stopped, we continued the game. So even though the accident happened, that hit the nose, she continued to help Sunil Gavaskar in playing cricket. But for the rest of the day, it was only forward defense for me. So he learned the another technique. So first technique is what? Straight back. What is second technique? Forward defense. So what is the meaning of forward defense? You have already seen in the picture. Forward defense without hitting. If you are defending the ball, if you are making the ball roll in the underground, this is called as forward defense. Okay, so rather than hitting the attacking shots, he played only the defending shots. I restrained myself. What is restrained? I controlled myself and played no attacking shot. So he did not play any attacking shot. So this was how his mother helped him in his childhood days to learn the cricket, to play the cricket. Understand? and he's continuing his story. Cricket, to use a cliche. Cliche means a phrase. Okay, to say an example, we will use the word cliche. So cricket, for example, what's the example for the cricket? Is in my blood. So cricket is in my blood means what? So cricket is not something that he started on his own. So cricket, it was started based on his family bloodline. That's why he's telling you what is in my blood. My father was a good club cricketer in his days. Okay, so his father was a very good club cricketer. He is not an Indian player, but he played in the local clubs in his days, and a keen means what, very willing, very interesting student of the game. Even now, so even during he wrote this autobiography, even in the later periods, he and his father have interesting discussions on various aspects of the game, for various features of the game. And I have found his advice invaluable. And he found his advice what? Very, very valuable. That is called invaluable in the development of my career. Okay, so you see, his father also, mother also helped him in his childhood days. Father also a good club cricketer, and he is very interesting student of the game. And also, even during he wrote this autobiography, he had some discussions with his father on various aspects of the game. So this is how the father played a role in his cricketing life. And as I have already said, so in this book he had already said about someone who had, I have had the privilege of having a cricketing mother. Okay, so he had the privilege. Privilege means what? A special advantage of having cricketing mother who helped me to take the first steps in the game. I have come to love. So he loved the cricket. This love is because of the first step. It was helped by his mother. So, and also he is talking about his uncle. My uncle Madhav Mandri. So what is his name of his uncle? Madhav Mandri, who played for India in 4 official tests. So the 4 official Indian games only he played. Who was he? The my uncle Madhav Mandri, and he was not very famous and successful cricketer. He's telling, though not very successfully, was a force to reckon with in first class games. In first class games means the local, the state level games. Like in India, we have Ranji Trophy. It was played between different states. So through in the first class games, Madhav Mandri was the person, because of him only, he have the force to calculate to estimate the first class games. Whenever I went to my uncle's house, so he always used to go to his uncle Madhav Mandri's house. So whenever I went to my uncle's house, my favorite pastime, so his favorite hobby was used to be to take out his pullover. Do you know what is pullover? That dress with some headscarf, that is called as pullovers. So he used to take out the pullovers. That once I even dared to ask him. So even he have the guts, he don't have any fear to ask. That's what dare meaning here. I even dared, so with courage, without any fear, I even dared to ask him if I could take one. So நான் எனக்கு 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 ஒன்னு எனக்கு எடுத்துக்கலாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டிருக்காரு. Since he had so many, so he had his uncle Madhamadri have, as he was the Indian player, he had so many pullovers, but he asked only one pullover. Okay, he had the courage to ask this question to his uncle. So what is the response of this uncle? Did he give the pullover because he was a small child? So you should have understand that if any small child asking something, it is very good to give that to the small child. It's not that much bad. Okay, so what is the response of the uncle? So as a Sunil Gavaskar, as a young boy, he asked only one pullover, that his uncle have so many. But did the uncle give this to Sunil Gavaskar? If it is not, why he did not give? What is the reason? That's what we are going to see now. My uncle told me that one has to sweat and earn the India colors. What he told, you sweat means what? You have to sweat, you have to work hard, you have to, வேர்த்து விறுவிறுத்து நீங்க வேலை பார்க்கணும். ஓகேவா? So you have to sweat, work hard, and you have to earn this dress, earn the India colors. And I too should work hard to earn the distinction. What his uncle told. So not only you, even I am also should work to earn the distinction. So distinction means what? The difference of the performance. Okay, the high performance. So for high performance, I too have to work hard. Okay, so that is a lesson I have never forgotten. So his uncle, without giving the pullover, he gave the lesson. So this lesson, it could not be forgotten by the child Sunil Gavaskar. Okay, so this was a lesson I have never forgotten looking back. So after looking back to this event, I am glad, I am very happy. So after thinking about this event, so while writing this autobiography, she don't feel sorry, he don't feel worried, because his uncle did not give thus that pullover to him. Rather than he is very happy for that. Why he is very happy? He is telling, I am glad that my uncle did not succumb. What is succumb? Okay, so if anybody is resisting, if anybody is forcing, of anything is forcing, anything is pressurizing, you are giving up yourself. நீங்க நீங்க பண்ற காரியத்தை விட்டு கொடுத்துறீங்க, நீங்க காரியத்தை தொடர்ந்து பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. There is called a succumb. So his uncle did not succumb to my childhood fancy, childish fancy. So he wanted this. His uncle did not succumb to this childhood fancy. That for this he was very happy while looking back, while recollecting this incident. Okay, and instead taught me that there was no shortcut to the top. Even if you want to get this pullover, you have to work hard. There is no any shortcut. Without any shortcut, you should not come. So this was a lesson was given by his uncle to him. I was also fascinated. What is fascinated? Always thinking what he's thinking by the many souvenirs. So his uncle had many trophies. So that is called a souvenir. Souvenirs means what? Anything that was held for memory. That is called a souvenir. He had a large number of trophies. So he won so many games. That's why he won large number of trophies he had won. What I liked most was the stump bearing the autographs of 1952 India and England teams. So among these souvenirs, among these large number of trophies, what he liked most, one of the souvenirs was the stump. The stump you may have seen in the cricket, even in the vocabulary video, you may have seen the three wood. So if he hit the wood with the ball, the wicket was gone. The player was out. Understand? The stump bearing the autograph. Autograph means what? The signs of the players. Which players? In the 1952, India and England team played the match. After this match, both players signed in the stump. So that was the stump. And I loved to linger. Linger means what? Staying there for a long time. Don't want to leave there. I loved to linger over the autograph of every player. So he want to touch, he want to caress that autograph of each and every player. That much love he was shown to the cricket. Right from the beginning, I wanted to become a batsman. So from the beginning, so Sunil Gavaskar was a batsman. He was not a bowler. Okay. So from the beginning, he wanted to bat, not bowl. Okay. I wanted to become a batsman. And that's just because he was a batsman. And I hated losing my wicket. And he don't want to get out. Understand? This became such an obsession with me that so it is not a love, it's obsession, it's unlimited love. Okay, this became such an obsession with me that if the rest of boys ever got me out, I would fight and eventually walk home with bat and ball. Okay, so if the rest of the boys, if anybody got out of Sunil Gavaskar, he will be feeling shocked and he will fight with the boys and he will walk home with his bat and ball, because the bat and ball is owned by him, not by any persons. This would bring the game to an abrupt end. So suddenly this will bring the game to an end, because there's no any bat, there's no any ball. Unexpectedly the game will come to an end, since nobody else had bat or ball. So apart from Sunil Gavaskar, nobody owns bat or ball. That's why the boys always don't like him. The boys cursed and called him names. So the boys keep the nicknames for the Sunil Gavaskar. So it is not good for keeping nicknames if you don't like someone. Okay, it is mentioned in the Quran in the Surah Hujurat. We can refer that surah. So the boys cursed and called me names, but the tension did not last long, and we generally got on very well. But this fight is not happened permanently, and generally they became very good friends. Among these yearly competitions, what in cricket, yeah, Sunil Gavaskar have some friends, some colleagues, that is called as comrades. Among these yearly comrades with whom I played were the umpire brothers. So he had so many friends. Some of them were umpire brothers, Mandrekar brothers, and like them, there are so many brothers, so many comrades he whom played with the in his childhood time, and several others who made up our team. Whenever I batted, they would decide beforehand that they would appeal at a particular ball. So whenever he is batting, whenever there is an opportunity of getting him out, he will appeal to the public. He will ask the public, the common man, to decide about that particular incident and whether I was out or not. So whether he was out or not, and I had to go by the majority verdict. What is majority? So if the large number of people are saying something, there is a majority. Okay, if the large number are saying no, there is majority. So I had to go by the majority verdict. Verdict means what? Judgment. If the so he has to be decided by the large number of people. We often played matches against teams made up of boys living in the neighborhood building. In the nearby building, there are a lot of boys. So he and his along with his team, they played the match with the neighborhood building, and there was a tremendous, very huge. Tremendous means what? Very big interest in the trophies, as we called them. So after they won, they will collect the trophies. Okay, so there is a huge interest in these trophies. These trophies, what is those? What are the trophies? Small white metal cups. So there are small white metal cups for which we all contributed. So if the two teams are playing, all the players will put some money. How much money? Bought for us little less rupees 1 point. So the whole trophy is just 1 rupees 50 paise only. So for this amount, everybody have to do their financial contribution. Understand? So this is how Sunil Gavaskar began playing cricket. Okay. So you have to answer these index questions. You can refer the answer in the book bag. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.